Hi citizens! If you too like me are getting into the new Race for Stanton event, then you've definitely asked yourself the question, which major corporation should I support? Actually, that's the wrong question. The real question is, should I really take part in the event right now? And the answer would be no. It's broken, incomplete, frustrating, and you just ruin it for yourself. Patient is the true faction to align with for now, while we wait for CIG to fix the bugs and add all the planned missions. In short, until the event actually starts for real. Alright, but when it's finally possible to participate in the event, which faction should you support? Let's try to figure out which might be the best choice. Obviously, some clarification are needed. The outcome of the event is already pretty much decided unless they decide to do a big reset when the event is 100% ready. Hearthstone Dynamics has too big of a lead to expect a comeback from Microtech or the other two, which are predictably way behind. Actually, the real win so far belongs to a shipbuilder. No, to a single ship that has conquered the universe, the Argo Raft. Millions and millions of units have literally flooded every part of Stanton. The real victory actually belongs to them. The elevator manufacturer, whatever its name is, which has just discovered that it has the power to bring entire planetary economics to a halt. But enough with the disclaimers and let's go to the heart of the matter. The fourth corporation, how to choose the best one to support. Let me tell you straight away who's the best and who's the worst. The best is Hearthstone and the last is Microtech. Why, you may ask? I based my scientific analysis on the following elements. 1. The corporation presentation videos. 2. The quality of the rewards. 3. The advantages if they win the race. And 4. Ideas for the future gate name. The presentation video shows Hearthstone Dynamic in a style halfway between Sin City and 1984. If you manage to look past the tyranny and complete destruction of all personal freedom, well, they're cool. Arcorp shows us a mix of nightclubs and murders and nightclubs. Honestly, I didn't have that image of the corporation. Maybe I'm wrong, but I got the feeling that they're trying to look cooler than they are. Microtech, well, one word, boring. Laboratories, lab coats, and not the fun kind like the ASD guys. Creative innovation, innovative creativity, blah blah blah. Definitely the responsible choice in a crisis like this. But who makes responsible choices these days? Crusader, well, with that video at first, they seemed like the most Bob choice, but maybe they went too far in their Bobbitude. Watching those videos makes you wonder how the platforms on Crusader are still even floating. So the ranking based on the videos is first Hearthstone, why? Because. Second Crusader, still heading into full Bobbitude. Third Microtech, let's not put the logical choice dead last, come on. And fourth Arcorp, I'm too old for that. Do you agree with this ranking? Can you also sacrifice rights and freedoms in favor of looking cool? Comment your own rankings below. Let's now look at the quality of the rewards. Worksuit, spacesuit, tools, weapons, and ship paints. Let me start by saying I'm not crazy about the spacesuit and I don't think I'll use it much. And as for the tints for weapons and tools, well, they're just not my priority, so my vote is almost entirely based on ship paints. So, do I really need to go on? Black and gold, like Senna's Lotus F1 from the 80s. Hearthstone wins by a mile even here. Arcorp, with their Dark Red, put up a good fight but falls to second place. Microtech and Crusader played dice to see who got blue on white and who got white on blue. I'm putting Microtech in third place only because the idea of having a Drake ship with a Crusader logo gives me goosebumps, and not the good kind. Let's now talk about the advantages for the final victory, meaning the discounts, since the suit follows the same logic I explained earlier. Everyone will give discounts on armor and components sold at the orbital station and in the cities. Some have more to offer, others less, but I'd say it's quite competitive. Having discounts on Microtech would let us buy fancy clothes at 5% off. On the other planets, we're talking about 5% discounts on ships. And so, Microtech lands in last place again. The largest ship selection is on Hurston and Arcorp, which I'll place tied in first position. Crusader has some ship, but only their own. The final point is the name of the jump gate. The corporation that wins get to name the jump gate to Pyro. Now, we don't know anything about what name are being considered, but let's say everyone, like Jared, is secretly hoping for Jumpy McPointy Face. If Microtech wins, they'll go probably with some techie name, the kind no one really understands, like SmartGate Max Pro Ultra V7. Crusader, on the other hand, continuing with their encore and over-the-top style of the videos, might go with something comedic like 404 Gate Not Found. Arcorp, in their wannabe cool persona, would go for something slangy, harsh and ineffable, something like The Sucker. Hurston, to celebrate their victory and the consolidation of their iron grip over Stanton, could go for Freedom Drain. Now, all of this is baseless speculation, but in this case, I'd put Crusader in first place. What about you? Do you have ideas for names the Big Four might propose if they win? Write them down and let's see who gets it right in the end. Well, citizen, that's all for now. As usual, I invite you to support the channel with your likes and comments. I always read them all and reply with great pleasure. Subscribe to the channel for content that's a little different, light and fun about Starcitizen, and support the channel with membership that gives access to incredibly incredible bonuses. So citizens, stay happy, stay patient, but above all, stay Bob. Ciao!